Welcome, ¿qué tal? Buenos días, bienvenidos a Viva Latino. Dicen 10 de la mañana, son a las 2 de la tarde. No se preocupen, estamos en vivo y aquí directo en Viva Latino. But today is a special show. So this is, usually we speak Spanish, but this show is something different because we have a special guest. My name is Giuseppe Marconi and welcome to Viva Latino. And today we're happy to announce our guest. Lisa Johnson is ACMT and Master Instructor, and Blanca Vera, Student Advisor from MAKAMI College. Ladies, how are you today?
Good.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. And people say, oh, MAKAMI College in English. Yeah, this program is in English, but some words is coming in Spanish. Don't worry. If you have a question, you can put it in Spanish, and our guest is speaking, translating in English. First of all, welcome, Lisa, to come to our program in Spanish.
Thank you for having me. Hola.
Hola. First of all, what is your hobby and why?
My biggest hobby would be roller derby, collecting vinyl records, because I love music and I love to play sports.
That's nice. And what is the best place in Edmonton to visit and why?
Best place to visit in Edmonton. I would suggest the Horton Gallery because I love seeing plants.
Excellent. And how complicated was to go from IT and health world?
Oh, from transferring over.
Yeah.
Every department has transferable skills. Moving into like massage therapy or moving into health department is not as complicated as you may think. IT has a lot of detail-oriented occupations, such as repetitive work, such as typing and making notes and being very detail-oriented. And massage therapy and health also has that. We do soap notes in massage therapy, and I think that that transfers over very well into healthcare as well.
Okay, so. Oh my goodness, my voice is changing. Okay, how's your first contact with MAKAMI? So how did you know about MAKAMI College?
I came to MAKAMI College for a pancake breakfast of all things. So there was a free thing in the mall, and I came for a free tour, and I was hooked. They offered me a free massage after a tour. I didn't actually, so I got this free massage. It was absolutely fantastic. I went for a tour of the campus. Had a conversation with an advisor much like Blanca, not Blanca herself, but another advisor here at the college. And they offered, I ended up signing up that very day.
That's amazing. And that's interesting because all the guests is coming, we try to explain how's the connection. That's right, Blanca?
Right, exactly. So we want to give it to them a sample how the massage therapy is, or a sample of any other of the programs that MAKAMI offers. So our biggest program here is massage therapy, and we are trying to connect with the people and show them the beauty of this profession.
That's amazing. Oh, my team is here. It's move out. Okay, we continue here. How was your experience as a student, Lisa?
Being a student at MAKAMI was absolutely incredible. The teachers were fantastic to me. I was lucky enough to have a lot of individualized instruction, one-on-one. Not one-on-one, but in groups, and have the teachers spend time with me, care about whether or not who I was as a person, not just who I was as a number. I had instructors make silly jokes with me and pun with me, which is something that I absolutely adore. And the class sizes were really nice and small, which was something that I really appreciated. I have ADHD, so I also accessed the tutoring lab as a student. MAKAMI offers free tutoring, so that was something that was really quite advantageous to me as a student. But I was able to get top marks both first and second year, and was MAKAMI champion both years as well.
Oh, look at that, eh? That's amazing, and thank you for participating with us. Why ACMT at MAKAMI? Why did you choose that career?
Right. So a few different reasons I chose massage therapy. The biggest reason, I needed a change of career at the time. You can become a massage therapist relatively quickly. It was less than a 2-year program. It's only 18 months. In addition to that, I chose massage therapy because I'm a helper by nature. I don't like seeing people in pain, and I wanted to transfer out of the world I was in healthcare into a different healthcare role. I was already working in hospital, but I found a lot of red tape, and I wanted to really be able to help my patients. So I thought the massage therapy was a really good fit.
Interesting. And the people send me another question. The more remarkable and nice experience as a student.
The more remarkable.
What was the best thing the most remarkable thing about being a student?
Yeah, when you are a student.
Probably the most remarkable thing about being a student. Goodness, that's so hard. In my second year, I got to do a 500-hour practicum. And during that 500-hour practicum, I got hands-on. And just seeing the changed lives and the people that I was able to help, and the lights that the lives that I got to influence, I think was probably my most remarkable thing.
That's fantastic. And the teacher who has inspired you the most, and why?
Oh, that's a toughie. So I would have to say that probably Nicole. It's Nicole O'Connor. She was my first year instructor. She's currently a learning strategist, not an instructor. But she was my practical instructor, and her laughter and her care and compassion for me in first year, and it's continued on, and she continues to mentor me even now while I work here, has influenced my life the greatest.
And that's we move at that part. So you are a student, and now you transfer to professor at MAKAMI.
That's
so
correct.
How's your feeling? How's your experience now before you are in the with colleagues and other students, and now you are the teacher, you are the opposite position?
I think that I definitely do it for the outcome. I love to be able to give back. Having the opportunity to be here as a student was such a gift that I hope to be able to give that gift to others. And just seeing the opportunity to see lights come on every day with students is such a gift. I work in the Student Success Center, and I work on the weekends in the blended program, which is an adult program for students that have that can come in on Saturdays as opposed to the traditional work week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of an alternative format, and so I work that program on the weekends, and I work in the tutor lab during the week.
And how's your experience in your first class with a professor?
Oh my goodness, so nerve-wracking. I came so prepared. I had PowerPoints, I did the pre-reading, did all the things, but in the end of the day, it's not necessarily all about knowing not all about what you know and the materials. It's about the care and concern you have in your heart, and and really connecting with your students, I think.
That's amazing. And I received a question, and they ask about here. In your experience as a teacher, what is the most common barrier that you identify in students?
The most common barrier I think I identify in most of my students, lack of time. As an adult learner, I think is a really big challenge for a lot of students, and finding creative ways to be able to manage that. A lot of adult learners have children. A lot of adult learners have other jobs. A lot of adult learners have those sorts of things. But if they're referring to more intellectual barriers or like ADHD, those sorts of things, we definitely see that a lot here too. I see barriers such as financial barriers. I see barriers such as, there's no one size fits all for everybody. But what I do see is a lot of individualized answers to those problems here.
Okay. And Blanca? That's the most better. What do you say? Yeah, go ahead, Blanca.
You might have an answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, she's right. Everybody has a busy life here in Canada, works so hard, but you also want to achieve an education that give you the opportunity to provide to your family if you have kids and being an example for them to say, hey, I am 40 or 50 years old or 35 years old. I came from another province, either inside Canada or from another country, right? And look at me, I am taking a program that I can study and at the same time take care of my family. I know there is a lot of challenges because it's not easy, right? Even some people that the native language is English, they have sometimes problems understanding the content, right? And MAKAMI offer them many services for free, and we have a very great example like Lisa, that she's fantastic in everything she does. She is a massage therapist. She's taking the course. She's helping students to become better students so they can be in the future professional massage therapist.
That's interesting because sometimes the barrier is each person is completely different, no? But at the end, you see, okay, this is the most common, and you try to help at this person. And that's why I said, Lisa, no, you have the experience before MAKAMI, and you are a student in MAKAMI, and after that, you are a teacher. So you understand that part, Lisa.
Yeah. Every student has their own skill too, no matter what their barrier is, and finding what that strength is and just maximizing that, I think, is where this school really benefits us. I looked at other schools as well. This isn't the only school that has massage therapy, but this is the one that I did choose.
Okay, and how much does the student's life change when they start the school and they finish? Because you have this experience again. You are a student. Okay, I'm stable and I'm then, and my experience now.
Huge.
Can you talk a little about that, please?
Yeah. Okay. So transformationally, it's not just about the money changes, because massage therapy is a pretty good financial career to pick, but it's also about the fun and transformation of school. College is supposed to be fun, right? Ultimately, that is part of the deal. So there's that transformation. There's the transformation of seeing the students succeed and who they become, just of learning as the lights come on and they go, oh, I can do this, and who they become as they grow in themselves and become more and more professional and become more and more strong in themselves as they grow. So that's really neat to see. And also the transformation, financially, a lot of people, as they come to MAKAMI, as we change careers, education always brings you to the next level, right? That's the goal, right? So you might come in here and then, get one step. For me personally, I came in financially not great. And then massage therapy brought me here, and now I'm taking my master instructor and it's bringing me here, and, one step at a time kind of thing.
That's interesting.
I got a car. Sorts of things, right? One step at a time, I took the bus now I got a car,
But you have also the opportunity to explain and to share that experience to the new student, no? The person that will start and sometimes say, it's difficult, but you can see the big picture, that what they say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blanca, I think
please.
that Lisa, we have a great example what is being perseverant, achieve your goals, educational and professional, right? And Lisa, together with many of the staff and many students that have crossed MAKAMI doors, it's inspirational. They inspire people. They say, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? So it's not the barrier that, oh, no, don't do it. No, we inspire people, at least I think that we do that. We push them to the maximum. It's funny because we have a mascot. The name is Max. It's a big bear. And he helps our students, inspire them and pushing them. And we call him Max because we try the maximum potential of every single student. So I think that's brilliant from the school and Lisa together with other tutors, with other learning strategic team. They are always saying, hey, you got this, right? It's not like, oh, well, no, you cannot do this. No, it's all the opposite. It's always about being positive. It's always about learning things. And at the end of the day, I think people, they take part of us and we take part of them, and we are at the end a big family here.
And this is important, no? It's not the typical, well, I remember when I was at the university, the professor said, oh, this is my books, oh, yeah, until here, the information. No, now it's more, and that's amazing. And this is another question, Lisa, about how what is your passion to transmit how a teacher? So you are a teacher, what is the passion? How you can connect with the student?
So the biggest reason I connect with my students is I remember what it's like to be one. And I think that that's part of it. But also because I want to help. So I connect with my students by remembering that it's like to be one, but I want to help. And that I care to see them to succeed, right? I want them to be their best selves, their best professional selves. I want to see them not just flourish and grow, but to better beat me. Like I want them to be better than me. So every generation you want them to exceed and to be the best version of themselves. And if I can see them do that, I think I'd see them to win. My job is done. Yeah. And so that's different for every student, what that looks like.
And how's your experience when you have the student in the classroom and after that they is graduate and they are on their own achievement how's your feel? How's your conversation with the student, with that student?
So much pride. There's so many high fives, there's like hugs, there's I still talk to a lot of my students after graduation. One of them ended up working in the tutor lab after me. Some of them ended up going on in their careers in the RMT world. Some of them ended up in other careers, but all of them, I'm just so proud of them, just to see how they've changed in their family, to see how it's changed them in their lives. Like, it's just, there's so much pride.
Hey, Lisa, people ask, you are the teacher very strict, aggressive, or very strict, or very easygoing?
It's a mixture, I think. I think there's a time for work and there's a time for play. I'm definitely the teacher that uses a lot of jokes and diffuses with humor, for sure. Bad humor, not gonna lie. I always joke like, hey, look, I found this humorous. But it's a joke about the bone in the
okay.
Humorous. But like I said, it's not good humor. But I'm definitely one to spend time with my students. Like even during break time, I still stay in the room. If students have questions, I'm there. I'm the first one to be in the room in the morning. I stay late in the afternoon. I give every single student my email that's available during the work hours, because I believe that if they need it, they need it. So good teacher, not always. Sometimes there's work to be done. But it's a usually, but I'm pretty fun most of the time.
Actually, I see a few videos in TikTok. You are a part of the TikTok. Yeah. People send me the information. They go, look at that. Lisa is a TikToker.
Let's see.
Busted, yeah.
But that's good. That's we try to explain. You are connect, no professor, administrative, and students. That's nice. So that's be a part. It's not only the school. They say what you start the interview. No, it's the number. Oh, you are not the you are the student number. Blah 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 blah. No, you are Lisa, and this is your group. This is your group, the generation, and we are connect, and that's amazing. No, Blanca, what do you want
Well, no,
to say
it's not.
something?
I'm so glad that Lisa took a time from her busy schedule because she's one of our tutors that is the busiest because she's great at what she does. She loves what she does. Again, it's passion. It's passion to share her knowledge. It's passion to see people that are struggling with one of the subjects or, hey, I didn't pass my exam, right? Please help me to get ready for my next exam, right? Or my second attempt. And I think, again, it's motivation, is inspire people, is doing what you do, no matter what, with passion. Is give your heart, give everything you have to the other person. So everybody, again, MAKAMI is a family, right? No matter if you are the janitorial, no matter if you are the receptionist, if you are the security person, if you are the CEO, I think we have seen here in MAKAMI that there is a family and we always will be together each other after graduation. If they want to come back to get ready for a technique that they haven't practiced in a while, or there is something new, or they want to just remember in something that they haven't practiced, they can always come back. MAKAMI is not just close the door after the 18 months and say, well, thank you so much for your tuition. Here is your diploma. And if you do well, well, if not, it's not our problem. No. MAKAMI worry about and keep the connection with these graduates, right? And it's now, well, MAKAMI trains 75% of the massage therapists here in the province. So can you imagine how that family has grown and grown and grown? And sometimes we have generations of people or families that they send to the daughter and they see how they are growing up, not just as a professional or as a student, it's always also personal, right? So they say, hey, I saw my daughter or my son and I want to study now, right? So it's amazing to see all these things that happens when families or maybe somebody that is just coming to Canada by themselves and they show their family that they are achieved an education in Canada, right? As an immigrant, it's just I don't have words how to describe that feeling, but it's just happiness. It's just like, yes, we as an immigrants or as a part of a huge community, we have to be together and we have to improve ourselves.
And also sometimes they say, okay, I finished that, I'm graduate, and also I take another career in MAKAMI College. I'm surprised about that because usually when you're finished the school, it's okay, I'm finished and see you, goodbye, and thank you so much. And I'm continuing with to browsing in another school, so maybe I can take, I finish and that's fine. But no, you have the student is recurrent to come and take another course. Can we talk a little about this, Lisa?
So when I finished my PhD,
Yeah.
so I was a doctor before all of this, but yeah, I decided to come back and become an RMT because I thought it was important to be able to help my patients a little differently. And I consider myself a lifelong learner, and that's why I'm taking my master instructor now. And so who knows what'll be next, but as it goes now, I definitely love being a lifelong learner. And I think that's part of being a teacher, definitely, is loving to learn. But yeah, I definitely thought that this school was the right fit for me. And I was very, very blessed to be able to come here and that they took me on as part of the MAKAMI family.
And that's amazing because you have interesting to not stay this, so you continue preparation. upgrading, and that's amazing because the schools and the program and any school is changed. No, now the life is changed too fast, and so the professor actually and the teacher we need take that way also. The people asking here. Yeah. Go ahead, Blanca. Go ahead. It's your show. You remember?
No, and I think as a person or as an individual, it's always room to learn anything, right? Even a small course. Lisa do yoga. I think is one of the most disciplined and more strict, and you have to have a balance. Your body has to be connected with your mind. So I think Lisa has a better explanation for us how yoga is, and I think part of her great personality as a person and as a instructor here at MAKAMI or a tutor here at MAKAMI, I think she projects that to their students.
Thank you. That's very kind.
No, it's true.
That's true. Oh, also, let me say, can you read the message? They say, Berta, please, Blanca.
Berta Gracia, it says, good morning. I love this kind of topics and the guests you have to share their stories. Thank you. Thank you, Berta. Thank you for watching us and all your audience. And we wish that we have more time to spare, but time runs or flies when you have fun.
Thank you so much for having us on and for everything today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and okay, can you transmit in one word for you how is MAKAMI, Lisa? In one word, please. No more, only one.
Fantastic.
Okay, fantastic. Excellent. Thank you. Blanca, where have the news for this week? Because I know you see you until end of the month, but don't worry, we have all information. And what is the upgrade in the MAKAMI College in this week? Can you talk, please?
Yes, so mark in your calendar, February 17, we have an introduction or a workshop of massage therapy program. If you decide to attend the college for the March class, you can get an $100 tuition credit. So don't forget, they can either send it to me an email or to the college and attend this virtual workshop. It's 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It doesn't cost anything, and you're gonna learn something fun. Also, during this month of February, if you book a tour in person with myself, MAKAMI will get you a $10 gift card for a coffee. So it's a little bit cold still outside. So come with us, take a tour in the college. You can meet Lisa in person because she's always by the big window in the Student Success Center. She always says hello to the people that we walk by. And so $10 coffee gift card for a tour in person that you book with myself. And you get the information. Maybe it's for yourself, maybe you have a daughter or a cousin or your mom or your dad. Hey, let's go and take a peek at MAKAMI. So and we speak Spanish and English, and if we need another language like Chinese or Cantonese or French, we have see.
There you go. Excellent.
We are very, very gifted here. So
and we're prepared for any situation. That's what I see right now. Lisa, what is your message for our community? When you close this program, special, and first of all, thank you for coming.
I guess my message for community is that if I can do it, anyone can do it, and that with perseverance and with a good attitude. That's the only thing you need to bring. That's really the only thing that you need to bring to our school is perseverance and a good attitude. And I think that if you bring those two things to school every day, that you can be successful and you can change your life.
That's amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much for being part of the Viva Latino and come and chat a little with us. And Blanca.
No, thank you so much for having us today and your audience. You know how to contact me. My email, my phone number is there, or at makamicollege.com. or you can just pop in and say, hey, I have questions and I want to talk to Blanca. So, yeah, or Lisa. I don't know.
I don't know. Who
Right?
knows? Yeah, but
Yeah, no,
people.
Giuseppe, thank you to your audience. And then, just remember, February 17, our workshop online, totally free. You learn something, and if you decide to start the school in March, because we have new classes in March for all of our programs, specific for massage therapy, you get $100 tuition credit.
You learn, you have connection, you have $100
Yes.
when you start the course.
Yes.
People, ready?
Take advantage.
Sign now.
Benefits. Come on.
I love very good benefits. Okay, thank you so much. See you in Spanish. Nos vemos en un par de horas for the car show. And thank you, MAKAMI College. Thank you, Blanca. Thank you, Lisa. See you soon. Bye-bye.